We just need to introduce the show. No one cares who we are.
They care about
Facts.
you. You're gonna get
I
famous
don't.
off this.
In fact, you don't. That's fucked up. That's especially
Fuck.
fucked up. What the fuck? Hold up. Time out. The fuck?
Did I stutter?
Yeah.
Oh, let me be clear. No one gives shit about your ass.
I couldn't hear you. Your mic was way too fucked up.
No.
And now, I still cannot hear you.
Yo, mama.
In any case, welcome to Poopcast, the podcast. It's a shit show. Today, we're going to be speaking about Gamescom, which happened earlier this week. I think it ended yesterday, right? Right.
Yep.
Right. All right.
Yesterday was the last day of Gamescom, I believe.
All right. So yeah, we're going to be talking about that. There's quite a few games that came out, or not came out, but were announced. In particular, we're going to be talking about mostly probably Halo, Saints Row, Call of Duty. You know, just the big spotlights. We'll occasionally glimpse over some of the smaller games that we'll maybe check out, but we're just going to try to hit the big boys that are going to be coming.
Fucking Lego Star Wars.
Lego Star Wars, yes, of course.
Let's go.
I'm always excited for Lego Star Wars or Lego games in general. They make really good ones.
Indeed,
Yeah,
indeed.
damn right.
Lego games are pretty legit. They are pretty legit. I will give it that. Alright. But, what do y'all want to start with?
Well, let's just get the elephant out of the way and start with Halo Infinite.
Start with what? Might
Halo
cut
Infinite?
out. Halo Infinite? Alright.
Yeah, man. I mean, that's the biggest, probably in my opinion, the biggest announcement from Gamescom is the release date for Halo Infinite.
Alright, so Halo Infinite, they released the launch date, and they also released the Season 1 multiplayer cinematic. Very exciting stuff right there. Very exciting stuff. It's going to be really good, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Why does everything have seasons now?
Battle passes.
I know, yeah, that's become a big thing now.
Yeah, which one thing that I really like that they're doing with the new Halo Infinite, at least from what I've seen the developers talk about, is they're not adding in a battle pass that is essentially pay to win. It's going to take more of the context of cosmetics. So you can get different cosmetics for the game and, items in the game, but you can't use that battle pass to be better in any way.
Well, which is
really
perfectly fine. I like that over anything else, I did read somewhere that the battle pass isn't going to be complete matches for XP. It's going to be complete challenges, and that's the only way you get XP.
Yeah, which is also really nice.
I like that strategy. That's something that Dota 2 actually does as well. Is like whenever they have the battle pass available, it's like play a game, win a game as this hero.
It encourages you to like broaden your horizons with the game.
Yeah.
For anybody not going to be getting that on PC, though, I know that they're going to be. They said they're going to be releasing a 20th anniversary Xbox console, Series X console, with a customized Chief inspired. It's going to be Chief inspired.
Cody,
doing a 20th
your mic
anniversary.
Closer to your mouth.
It's like right next to my mouth. They're doing a 20th anniversary. They're going to do a 20th anniversary Series X console with the 20th Series Elite Wireless 2.
Yeah, I'm looking at that right now. So here's the controller right here, as the gold kind of like arrow keys, and then it's like the Chief main plate, and then the grips are black.
It's gonna be Chief inspired.
Yeah. So that looks really cool. Unfortunately, due to scalpers, both of these are already sold out.
I mean, obviously, you expected those to stay on the market for more than 24 hours?
I didn't expect them, but literally within the first 10 minutes of them being announced, they were going up on eBay for $3,000.
Yep. Yep. You know,
Just remember,
actually,
everybody, never buy from a scalper.
oh yeah, fuck scalpers.
Yeah.
I mean, all my homies hate scalpers. Have you? Yeah, you saw the Series 2 Xbox controller, right?
What Xbox are you talking about? The Chief controller, the one that I'm looking at right here.
Yeah, the Elite wireless. Yeah, the Elite
Yep.
wireless controller.
I'm looking at it right here. It's on stream.
Looks really nice. Yeah, it looks really nice.
Yep, it looks
Let me pull up the
pretty
stream that way I
fucking
can see your
baller.
perspective.
Yeah, it looks pretty baller. I'd have to say, if I were to buy any controller, I'd either want the Chief one or I'd want the what's that one gun from Halo? I forget what it's called, man. Drawing a blank.
The Needler?
The Needler controller. They announced that the other day.
Oh my god, they have a Needler controller?
Yes.
Oh yeah, it looks pretty cool. Now, one thing I'm really hoping that they do. I haven't actually held an Xbox Wireless 2 or the Elite Wireless 2. Does it have they taken one of Sony's books and done with the haptic?
What'd you say, Cody?
Don't know if you know this or not, but have they taken one out of Sony's book for the Elite 2 and gone with haptic controls?
Yeah, I didn't know that.
No, I was asking, do you know if does it say anything on there about that?
Let's see. Wireless premium controller that has been decked out Master Chief legendary colors. The expected both limited hardware availability. Be sure to pre-order as soon as possible. Nope. There's nothing about that.
That.
Sag.
That means that means Xbox mains like myself are still going to be behind in the controller game with that, because I know playing
I think
off
we're
your
PC mains, Cody.
Well, I guess
our
now.
subclasses. Our subclasses. You're Xbox. I'm
Xbox.
I'm PlayStation.
But I will say one thing that has really drawn me back towards the PlayStation side of the house is the fact that those controllers there. It's because that PlayStation 5 controller it feels good.
All right. So whenever Christmas came around, Cody came up to visit for a while, and we both played the new Astros game.
Yep.
I forget what it was called, if it was just Astro, if it was Astro something. Anyway, is the game that came with the PlayStation 5, and the controller feel for that game was so amazing. It really doesn't lie when it says it truly immerses you into the game, because you can feel, maybe not throughout your body, but in your hands, what's happening, right?
It makes it feel essentially like you have more control.
Yeah, exactly.
It's almost like feeling it in a sense. It's like feeling your hands become one with the control.
Yeah. It feels really, really good. Is basically all that is. But yeah, I'd have to say overall, the controller looks good. It'll probably feel really good. Those grips look really good. My issue with controllers and what it looks like the Chief one has, the PlayStation has this, is it's a really cool little detail that the PlayStation one has the triangle, X, circle, square, like tiny imprints on the grips, but it gets so dirty. And the Chief one looks like it has a lot of grips as well too, so it's going to get super dirty as well. Doesn't matter if you just wash your hands, it's still going to get dirty. Yeah,
I know from at least my experience with the Elite 1. You remember my old Elite Series 1, right?
Yep.
Like that rubberized gripping on the back, it's really nice until your hands get sweaty. They start getting grimy. Grease just seems to stick to those things no matter what you do. And if you've got sweatier hands, I have seen in a lot of cases with those controllers that the rubberized gripping actually heals them.
Yeah, so
now whether or not they address that problem in the Elite 2, I don't know. Again, I've never actually held an Elite 2. But
we'll have to
either
see.
way, you're still going to have the same problems with those things just being magnets for gunk.
Yeah, so make sure you clean your controllers, because those things get really dirty. I have to clean my controllers every now and then.
Yeah. This has been a public service announcement.
This has been a public service announcement. Wash your fucking hands.
Also, take a shower, you fucking
nerds. Before we dive into Saints Row, because I know you're scrolling on that next, Death Stranding Director's Cut.
Oh, you want to jump to that? All right, we'll jump to that. Death Stranding Director's Cut. So, I'm excited for this because Death Stranding is a very unique game. It's more of a cinematic game. It's not really all about combat. Your main character is just a deliverable.
Pretty
right?
much. But in that sense, though, I mean, there's a simplicity to the game that it was very well received in the post office, or box office, rather, as far as the sales go, because it did phenomenal for its sales.
Oh yeah, it did phenomenal. One, Hideo Kojima, one of the best video game designers in the world, mind you. He turned 58 just the other day, actually, and happy birthday to him, of course. But
Of course.
he makes some of the best games out there, and Death Stranding is such a unique game, and that's why I love it. Is because here lately, every game you play, you are the main character. You do everything, right? In Death Stranding, you're deliverable. Right? That's your job. You deliver shit. You're not some huge main... You are the main character, of course. But you're not the huge main character. You're deliverable.
You're the protagonist, but you're not the hero.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like playing as a side character, but also being the main character at the same time.
Yeah. Exactly. So, Death Stranding, Director's Cut is going to only be PlayStation for the time being. I don't know if they're eventually going to move it over to PC, but Death Stranding in general, the original, is both PlayStation and PC at the time. So,
yeah.
They're adding some, I think they're adding in changes to the game, for example, more stealth takedowns, jumps, and a few other things to make the game just all that more interesting. So I'm excited for that. But overall, it just seems to be a very good addition. I think it's going to be $60 and the base game's going down to like, what, 40 or something like that?
So
something similar.
Is the director's cut just something you can buy in addition? Do you need to have the base game, or is this coming with the base game and it's basically like a Skyrim remaster type thing?
If you got the base game, then you can
You can just pay extra to...
Yeah, I think it's going to be like a $10 service fee, kind of like it was with Ghost of Tsushima, to then upgrade your Death Stranding to be your director's cut. Same thing happened with Ghost of Tsushima, because you had to pay $10 to get the expansion pass, and then you could pay $20 to get it from PS4 version to PS5 version. A lot of people were upset about that, but personally, I choose to think of it as I paid $30 for a couple, I don't know, for like 20 hours of DLC for expansion, That's how I prefer to think of it. I think that was very worth it. They didn't ask for any money whenever they came out with the free multiplayer that had a storyline and raids. They're not asking for money for the PvP on it as well, right? So asking for $30 for an expansion if you get it for PS5, right, is fine. It's only $10 if you're just doing it for PS4. That's completely fine for me, right? And I think it's the same way for Death Stranding.
Yeah, which good point that you brought up there, Nine, though, with the Skyrim Anniversary Edition coming out. I remember reading about that if you have the what was it, the special release edition?
If you had it on Steam, then you immediately get the
yeah, it should just be a free upgrade for the anniversary.
Yeah, which is real. It's literally just graphical enhancements. I think you still have to pay for the anniversary
the
content.
Creators Club.
The Creators
you got
to
pay for the Creators Club content. But I mean, it's still nice to get those kinds of upgrades though for free.
Yeah, the graphical and the FPS. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, personally, in my opinion, for the 10-year edition coming out, the most of what they're adding in my opinion, other than the Creators Club content, can just be modded into the game if you're playing on PC.
True, yeah. It can be. It can be. Yeah, that is true.
Do I think this? Do I think that this needed an entire new release of the game? No.
No, I don't think it did. But
could it have been done
as
could it have been done as like a buyable DLC for the Anniversary Edition? Certainly.
Oh yeah, it certainly could have been, but they wouldn't be able to make a big deal out of a DLC by re-releasing it for the 15th time.
Yeah.
They're able to make a big deal of it. And also, it's the 10th anniversary.
How many different ports have we had for the game? Like what, 7 or 8 different ports?
We've let's see, it came out for PS3 twice.
So
PS3 twice. Because you had PS4. PS3 edition, you had the PS3 standard, and you had the Anniversary edition.
Yep.
Then they came out with the PS4, and I believe you could only buy the PS4 Anniversary Edition at that.
Yep. And then now we're getting a
now we've got
PS5/Xbox. By the way,
port.
you have to mirror these to also be for Xbox, right? Because they're
Yeah,
not the
so we've
same
had-
OS.
So we've had 2 360 ports. The Xbox One port. Now we're getting
Series
a
X and PS5.
Series X and PS5 port plus PC. So that's
PC,
almost
this will be the
10
third
ports.
PC port. We've had a Switch port, this will be the second Switch port as well, and we've had a VR port.
Yeah, I
So
was
we
gonna
are
say-
at
ask
what, like
about the VR.
15 ports for this game? 15 different ports for this
Yeah,
game.
we're around 15. We've had a ton of different ports for Skyrim, and it's getting to the ridiculous stages of the release of the game, and they really need to let it die.
I think it was
after 10th
ridiculous
year.
at 10.
Yeah, it was.
Well, one thing, it's, excluding Elder Scrolls Online, of course, it's kind of ridiculous that we've gone 10 years without another
Elder Scrolls.
good Elder Scrolls game in the Elder Scrolls franchise. Or even a re-release of, like, their older games, say, Oblivion or something like that. Like, I know a lot of
They
people
have no
would prefer
plans on
Elder Scrolls
re-releasing
6.
Oblivion.
I'm well aware of Todd Howard's opinions on re-releasing these games, but then again, you have to also discount Todd Howard's opinion, seeing as they've re-released Skyrim literally over 15 times.
Sure.
Todd Howard said that he's never going to remake a game, yet he's remade Skyrim 15 times.
Apparently,
Yep.
they haven't even started production on the Elder Scrolls 6, and they've only just shown the teaser 3 years
What
ago.
the fuck? They had a teaser
course.
for it and they haven't even fucking started on it?
Well,
Apparently,
I mean, they're more.
they're
if
working
you
on
look at-
Starfield right now.
Yeah, Starfield is their priority currently, which also brings into question.
And
Been a fat
76.
minute since we've had. Yeah, but nobody likes 76. That is literally a dumpster fire of a game.
What's Starfield again?
Starfield is going to be the new Bethesda RPG franchise, or attempted franchise, that's going to deal with space and exploration of, as far as I know, space stations, space, and all that good stuff. It's going to be another
I foresee
RPG.
I foresee this as kind of a different version of No Man's Sky, honestly.
I think it's going to
Which-
look
yeah.
very good. So they said they want to go back to older RPG roots, so probably more of an Oblivion-based thing.
Maybe.
RPG. That's what they said they wanted to
We
do.
can only hope.
Yeah.
We can only hope.
But that's coming out next year.
Which, with Bethesda having so many things on their docket right now, with Starfield coming out, obviously they're probably going to start production on the Elder Scrolls 6 after that.
What about the Grand Theft Auto, not 5, but the Grand Theft Auto trilogy remasters, Vice City 3 and San Andreas? They need
Is
to...
Bethesda doing... Is Bethesda... No, that's not Bethesda doing
That's Rockstar, obviously.
Yeah, I was about to say, that's Rockstar.
But,
No, I was going to say, with Bethesda doing that, and there's no Fallout, because you know me, I'm a Fallout fanboy. With no Fallouts on the docket for the next several years at least, I would really love to see Obsidian take over Fallout games, since, now Microsoft owns both franchises.
Yeah, Obsidian take the Fallout franchise while Bethesda's working on whatever they're working on as of right now, like I said, Starfield.
I would love to see Obsidian go back to its roots and start making another Fallout game. I think it's been far too long since we've had a good Fallout
Did Obsidian have any announcement? I don't think they did.
I don't think they did at not at Gamescom that I saw, at least. I know that they have announced that they are currently in works of doing the Outer Worlds 2.
Yeah. They've announced Outer Worlds 2. That was 2 months ago, something like that.
Something similar to that, yeah. But other than that, though, I don't think they have anything really on their docket. They have shown great interest in there. Actually, their COO has gone on record for saying that they would love to do another Fallout game.
And you know what? As a player of Fallouts, I would love to see them do another Fallout game.
Oh, yeah.
I would love to see them do it.
One thing that they would really have to be careful of. Sorry to cut you off on that. One thing they really, really have to be careful of. They made Fallout New Vegas. Fallout New Vegas is one of the best accepted Fallout games of all time.
Yep.
They cannot pull a CDPR and not live up to that expectation if they were to do another Fallout, much like CDPR did with oh wow, I'm losing
Cyberpunk 2077.
Cyberpunk. Yeah, they cannot.
They have to keep it within realistic expectations. is what needs to happen. Cyberpunk was unrealistic due to the fact that they only had 2 years of production. If you ever actually look at it, they had 2 years of production. Now, I did look it up. They netted almost 600 million. I told you 400 million last time. They netted almost 600 million in just pre-orders.
Jeez. How much of that was
That
backwards
was
going returns? That's straight profits?
that was straight profits. Almost 600.
Now, one thing which, obviously Obsidian has a great job of doing this is they really undersell their games and then over-deliver, which is amazing. I love the fact that they do that.
You'd rather do underselling and over-deliver than to oversell and under-deliver, because then that's when your company loses credibility.
Of course. Because, that's one of the things that CDPR messed up on, is because they held the prestige for The Witcher 3 being such a good game that everybody had such high standards for Cyberpunk, and then they under-delivered on that prestige.
Exactly.
But anyway, getting back to Gamescom.
Yeah. We need to kind of focus Gamescom.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I like going off on these tangents. That's literally what the podcast is for. But let's stick around around what we're trying to go over in particular.
Yeah. Obviously we're looking at another Call of Duty game.
Yep.
One every year.
Do we know which studio's doing this one? Is this
Opening line. Activision
Treyarch
showed.
or Activision?
Yep.
Is it Activision?
Because Activision
Yeah, I didn't watch
showed.
the. Okay, so Activision is doing that one. Okay, so I'm guessing Treyarch did. Did Treyarch do Cold War? Who did Cold War?
I have no idea. I don't really feel like looking it up right now.
I know that was the last Call of Duty game we got. And then, of course, Warzone's still big, so I'm wondering if they're going to do a similar thing with what they did with Modern Warfare and Cold War, where you could play Warzone with content from both games, if they're going to do that with this new one.
It seems like they're really
thing.
focusing Warzone a lot due to the fact that it's a BR, and BRs are still kind of the thing right now. I think they're kind of falling off slowly. Fortnite's slowly on that downhill, decline right now. They might have a little spike every now and then, but, everything goes down, MMOs were the huge thing for a time. They're going downhill right now. I feel like everything's just going downhill right now.
Yeah. It's really,
It's change.
Yeah.
It's opening up alleys for a lot of newer style games to come out. We're getting another Saints Row, which is, I feel like we're getting a lot of nostalgia style games coming back up. Nostalgia titles, rather, not just the style of game.
The thing that I can
my
appreciate.
platformers?
Go ahead, Matt. What?
I said, where's my platformers? When do they make a comeback?
All right. So the thing that I have to say about, for instance, you brought up Saints Row, so I'm going to scroll up and find that trailer real quick. The thing that I have to say about Saints Row and its nostalgia trip is they're doing it, in my opinion, the right way. Because, remasters have been the thing for the past 5 years. I'm tired of remasters. At least Saints Row is taking the nostalgia-like feel of, from what it looks to be Saints Row 3, right? They're taking this nostalgic feel of Saints Row 3, which is where their franchise really built character, and they're putting it into this new Saints Row, right? They're not just remastering 3 for this would be the third time if they did it, or remastering 4, right? They're doing it the correct way, and they're coming out with a new game, new characters, but same old franchise, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, Saints Row name, it's not even set in the same city, so I'm not sure how that's going to work. But all in all, it's pretty much the same game, the lighthearted, funny, but also semi-serious gangster shit, right?
Yeah.
And, So, overall, I have to say they're doing it the correct way as compared to, say, Skyrim, who's literally just remastering the game every other year.
Yeah.
We added one more thing. Time to re-release the entire thing.
Fishing, and
one
then
more thing that's been
creators.
modded in for years now.
Yep. Yeah, that's why I really support this Saints. A lot of people are very skeptical about it because they just want literally Saints Row 2, which it did have the funny stuff, but it was so much more serious then as compared to now. Saints Row is the funny, humorous, but also semi-serious, right? Instead of full-on serious.
Yeah.
Right.
Well,
Go
one
ahead.
thing that I'm really liking to see about that is, like you said, we're not getting a re-release. It's new content within the same, which I'm really hoping that they can deliver on what we're expecting for it, with a lot of people holding the Saints Row franchise to a certain standard as well. I mean, it all most of this comes down to the standards that the companies have made for themselves by bringing back these titles. Like, you're either going to make the bank with it or you're going to break the bank with it, because if you underdeliver the title re-release, or not re-release, the title's new reboot, then you're going to put essentially a bad taste in everyone's mouth about the entire series, which
Yeah.
could, that can ruin game companies, right?
Yeah, that affects future sales, like Cyberpunk did, right? Cyberpunk came out, they overpromised, underdelivered, and look at where they're at. CDPR is not going to have a favorable reputation within the gaming community for a very, very long time. With the Saints Row reboot, they overpromise, underdeliver, which really they haven't overpromised anything. It seems like they're just promising to keep it kind of like Saints Row 3, which I'm completely fine with.
Which is a manageable expectation.
It's very manageable.
It's not that hard to do a Saints Row game. It's, like I said last time, GTA's drunk cousin.
That article, I have to say, I think it's grown from that when Saints Row 3 and 4, right? I think it's very much grown from that. I don't think it's the drunk cousin. I think it's its own thing now, right? Because GTA, it's super serious, and Saints Row, like I said, from 3 and 4, it's semi-serious, but more or less for that mature, funny content.
Yeah.
Right.
Now, I mean, we talked a lot about Saints Row, the new Saints Row coming out last time. Not much more released on the topic about it in Gamescom, though.
We got a little bit of gameplay. We got the main character the person who voices the main character talking about it, and we got the trailer at least and a release date. When's the last time have you heard a game come out with the title, like come out, bam, here's a title, and it's coming out in 6 months? When's the last time that fucking happened?
Like the mid-2010s.
Exactly. That's why I love Saints Row, dude.
This year, so.
Oh yeah, I did too. It's called Saints Row. It's now, very rare though. It's very rare, is what I'm saying.
Now, now on a little bit of a more serious note, though, let's talk about probably the biggest game to come out of Gamescom. Okay? Lego Star Wars.
Okay.
The Skywalker Saga.
Lego Star Wars. Let me scroll down here.
Legos.
There it is. All right.
How's that for a fucking nostalgia blast?
So it's the Skywalker Saga. Does this include Rey? Because they do consider her a Skywalker now.
I know. Actually, I'm pretty sure it just covers the main trilogy. Nope, it doesn't.
It looks like
Rey.
prequels.
Yeah, it does include Rey. It looks like.
Okay, so it's literally just going to be all the games. At that rate,
yeah,
then.
Probably.
I mean, I don't like re-releases, which this is kind of a re-release, but at the same time, it's new content, right? They're adding in new content, 3 new games, right? Because you have the prequels, the sequels, then you have the original
the new trilogy.
That's sequels. So, yeah. So it is re-releases, but at the same time, there's new content being added, and I think it's for just a new game price, which is completely fine by me.
Oh yeah, I mean, you get what, the equivalent of like 6 games, 9 games?
9 games.
Yeah,
actually,
for the price of 1 regular game.
Yeah, so it's 9 games for 1 game, which is really good because I played the Star Wars Lego franchise, and
as a kid.
Yeah, and from what I know of it, they're really good games, especially for the genre that they're looking for. Kids, they're really good games for kids.
It's also something that's enjoyable for anyone too.
I mean, yeah, anyone can enjoy it, but its main demographic is obviously, right? target
Yeah,
demographic.
yeah. But it's one of those games that, like, because you can play it with your kid, you can have fun doing it. It's not like, oh my god, I have to play this with him.
Right, it's not like, oh my god, I have to go get a fucking another console or PC so I can play Fortnite with my kid. It's like, no one wants to play with their kid. That just brings back the days of Xbox lobbies, right? Back when the 360 was a
Ooh,
thing.
We don't talk about that.
We don't talk about that shit. But listen. Cody, I know. It's okay, Cody, I know. You were that kid.
Did you get
I don't
bullied
know
by
what
the
you're talking
kids?
I don't know what you're talking about.
He was that kid.
Dude, I remember like originally playing Xbox and PlayStation as a kid. You know, good old, what was it, 2011 Black Ops 1.
Yep. Call of Duty lobbies.
Sitting in a corner of fucking Nuketown with the M60 fully decked out, just making full-grown adults just so mad.
And then being a 12-year-old squeaker and saying that you fucked their mom.
Yeah, that's how we do it.
That is exactly how we do it.
it.
Now let's talk about the actual best game of Gamescom. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Shredder's Revenge.
Let's go!
Is that a side-scroll beat 'em up?
I haven't even looked at the trailer. I'm watching it right now. It's about a minute long. But so far, yeah, it looks exactly
it's
like
a
a side-scroller beat 'em up. It looks
Hell
really good
yeah.
too. I'm actually excited for this because even if I don't like stream it or anything, it just looks like a really fun game, and it's a blast from the past. You know how long it's been since I've watched Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
You know how long
That
it's been
minute.
since I played a beat 'em up?
I would say it's been a long time for me, but I played Injustice not too long ago.
It looks like it could be a 4-person co-op as well.
Yeah,
It's
from what I'm
probably-
seeing,
It's probably calling back to the what was it, SNES? Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
I think
Yeah.
so, yeah. I'm seeing 3 people play together. I haven't seen 4 people. I
Well,
saw
I
3
mean,
people.
if you look up top, it says it has an option for another person.
Oh, really? Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
good.
4-person side-scroller beat 'em up, man. Similar
The
to
90s are coming
a
back.
lot of older similar to a lot of older games like Dance with Mishers.
Yeah, that looks really cool. It looks super fun. It looks like a good game to play with your friends, you know? An absolute baller game to play with your friends. Now, I'm going to go down, I kind of want to talk about Splitgate, even though none of us play it. Apparently, it's like Halo mixed with Portal, and it's going to be in beta for quite a while, but it came out with Season 0. And a lot of people are really bragging about this game, like how good it is. And if you ever watch the trailer, it really does look like Halo mixed with Portal.
That's Splitgate.
Yeah, it's Splitgate.
I don't think I've seen that one yet.
Yeah, so it's only in beta right now. Hasn't even fully been released. Which, to be honest, anymore should be expected, right?
Yeah.
Where is Splitgate?
I have it pulled up on stream right now.
Nobody's watching your stream.
I
mean,
know.
Yeah, come on. People don't watch your stream, guy.
I know.
This is a podcast. People are listening.
I know, but it's a matter
So-
of I do have a pulled.
Dude, this looks dope.
It does look really good. I just thought I'd want to, pull some attention to it because, there are quite a few people who do kind of sleep on it, but the people who do play it, my god, it does look
Oh, yeah.
really fucking good. Apparently it had PS5 update and an Xbox One Series X update as well. So,
Well, I mean, yeah, that's something you should expect from a lot of development companies, is making it to where you can have it on both. But as long as it also goes back to, PS4 and Xbox One, because not everybody, can afford to buy the new consoles.
$3,000
fucking
consoles.
scalpers.
not everyone can afford $3,000 consoles.
Sell your kidney.
So your kid, for $3,000, I'd expect at least probably $40K for that.
What, for my kidney?
Oh, you got a good
$2.
kidney?
I got a real
$2,
good
take it or
kidney.
leave it.
At least one.
$2, take it or leave it.
$2? Aight.
$2.
That sounds fair, dog. That sounds fair.
A crisp $2 bill, take it or leave it.
crisp one. Oh my god.
Fresh
Now-
off the mint.
I kind of want to talk a little bit about the new Marvel games coming out. Not that I'm going to play any of them, because the last Marvel game kind of sucked ass that wasn't Sony made.
Marble game. The last marble game.
Sorry, I had to talk to somebody. But yeah, so the new Marvel games coming out. You have Future Revolution. I haven't watched a lot of these trailers, but there's two of them. There's Future Revolution, and then there's also going to be, what's it called? It's like Midnight something. I think that was
Sun,
yeah, that one. Right?
which I believe I just glanced at it. I didn't really watch a trailer or anything. It looks like it's dealing more with the magic side of
Yeah.
things.
Well, I mean, look at the MCU though. I mean, a lot of the MCU is opening up for multiverse theory and a lot of magic coming in. I mean, for Christ's sakes, people have been tinfoil hat theory crafting Mephisto in the MCU for a while now.
True.
So,
true.
I mean, which is also opening a lot of crossover type opportunities, like we see in a lot of the Marvel games, where the X-Men are working, with the Avengers.
Yeah. And, I just wanted to point those out. Last Marvel game was, I'm going to be real with you, the last Marvel game was absolutely dog shit. I didn't like it. I don't think there were too many people who did like it.
I didn't play it, to be honest with you.
Didn't play it either.
I didn't buy it, but I played a little bit of it. Yeah, Midnight Suns. That's what the. But yeah, it was dog shit. So I'm curious to see what Marvel's gonna do, if they learned from anything, or if they're just literally going to do the EA style and re-release the exact same thing but with different characters. Right. So let's talk Madden 22.
God.
That was a good segue.
It was a really good segue. I will give myself that. That was actually pretty good. But yeah, so EA they released Madden 22, absolutely disaster. Just like they did FIFA was it last year or the year before? Oh no, it's literally just an updated roster. They didn't change any mechanics or anything really. There's a few UI changes to make it feel different, but other than that, that's literally it. And I'm kind of sick of EA, and I think everyone is. So, yeah. They also said EA and DICE said that they want to make what's it called? Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order a franchise. A lot of people love Jedi Fallen Order. I have the unpopular opinion that Jedi Fallen Order is not as good of a game as a lot of people say it is. I think it's decent, but it doesn't feel like Star Wars. My lightsaber should not be a baseball bat. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Lightsabers should not be baseball bats.
Yeah, they should be sledgehammers.
Yeah, sure.
That's what I'm talking about.
They should be sledgehammer. No. Like, if I want to play a game where I'm just hitting people with a hammer, like kind of like you said, or a baseball bat, I'd go out and I'd play, I don't know, Left 4 Dead. Saints Row. There you go. That one works too.
Hit people with a dildo baseball bat.
Hitting people with a fucking baseball bat. No, Star Wars is about lightsaber, literally a tool that slices people's arms off all the time. Did you know there was 0 dismemberment in that game?
How dare they?
There was none.
Sad. 1 second, gentlemen.
What was the rating on that?
You're back.
I think it was, I actually don't know. Probably for like 13 up. Let me look. Take a peek. Let's see. By the way, if you didn't know, CD Keys is super good. CD Keys.
CD Keys?
Yeah, CD Keys. It's like free games. What am I looking up here again? I forget.
Jedi Fallen Order, ESRB rating.
Jedi... Sure. Okay, so we got Jedi Fallen Order. It should just have the ESRB on the front, you know?
Mm-hmm.
SRP. Boop.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
In fact, back. Return of the back.
I think it's rated M.
It's rated for M, and they didn't even put any dismemberment from lightsabers in there.
Yeah, it's
I
rated
figured that
M, and
since you
there's
said that there
zero
was none,
dismemberment.
they would have put it as they would have not gone with that because they wanted to get it a lower rating so that it would reach a wider audience, or be more likely to reach a wider audience. But
one says it's rated M, right? And then another says it's PG. Okay, timeout. What is it actually? Okay, it's rated
PG
T for
is a
teen.
movie.
It's rated T for teen.
Yeah, I was gonna say PG is a movie rating. You
it's
T for
PG
teen.
rated combat.
Oh,
which is really fucking lame.
Mm-hmm. You should have a parent with you for that for the combat in that game. Make sure that if you're playing that game, your mom or dad or parental guardian, I guess. I should just.
What was that one?
Make it rated R. I want to hear Calcastus say fuck.
Honestly, yes. But yeah, that EA. Don't buy an EA game. If you're buying EA games, you're a fucking fool. Quit giving them your money. Honest to God, wait for them to become free.
For the 10th anniversary edition of fucking Skyrim.
You're damn straight Todd Howard's gonna get my money.
I'm convinced that EA doesn't, or not EA, Bethesda doesn't exist. It's just Todd Howard, and he only just makes re-release versions of Skyrim. That's all he does.
It takes him a few years to code in the fishing. That's all.
Every mod, every content that is created by the community just feeds Todd Howard more. He only grows more powerful.
Oh my.
Well, it hates you too, guy.
No. Fucking Twitch is lame sometimes. Anyway.
No, so are you, guy.
Well, so are you, guy. Anyway. I want to talk a little bit more about, for PCs, MMO. We've had a lot of, MMO talk lately, with the Ashes of Creation beta coming out, and now New World being delayed to next month, but still coming out, mind you. But New World being delayed. And New World got a new trailer. It's Chart Your Fate trailer, all that good stuff.
Chart Your Fate?
Yeah, Chart Your Fate, not Chart Your Fate.
If you had a chance to change your fate, would ya?
Yeah. So New World's, literally there's nothing that I really care for in this game that's unique besides proximity chat. I love proximity chat.
If you think I'm not fixing to hop into New World and play the fucking soundtrack to fucking, not Brave. I know.
Frozen?
Bees.
No, fucking,
just play the B movie.
Play the B movie. Nah, I ain't finna be sailing around the world just going, a whole new world.
Aladdin.
Yeah,
there you go.
Get the Aladdin soundtrack on. One of those movies that Disney released sometime in the past 80 years.
This is having proximity chat, right? And I wanted to, if I get this game, what I'm going to do is I want to sit there and, okay, so if I get the game, I want to sit there and I want to read a lot about the lore, and then sit at the gate of the city, right? And of course, it's proximity chat. Anyone can hear you.
Role play as a town guard.
And I'm gonna role play as I want to be an old man with the wanderer robes.
PC.
With the wanderer robes, and every time someone exits, just by the way, be careful of X thing.
Oh my God, it's Deckard Cain.
And just role play like that, and then every time someone leaves, where are you all going? Read all about the animals and everything.
I'll just be you do that. I'll be the raving madman. The world is ending and people. The world is ending and people buy all the.
Dude, you can be the doom caller, and I'm over there giving lore tidbits.
These two fools are gonna roleplay as NPCs.
Dude, I'd sit at the gate and Cody would be like 20 yards up the street. He'd be over here, the world's ending. Please,
The world
stay
is
inside.
ending and people buy all the toilet paper. Guess they're expecting to shit themselves to death.
But yeah, like Cody can be up the. By the way, they're having apparently an open beta for New World eventually, is what I heard.
Lovely.
So
I want to try that so bad.
exactly, I want to do it. I think it'd be great. Not only content in general,
it's a
but
free-to-play
stream
open
content.
beta, right?
I think it's free to play. Yeah, I think that's what they said. So they're going. This is rumored.
Now, of course,
I
the
haven't
full
confirmed
game I
this.
don't expect to be free, but at least
It's $40 for the full game, I think.
which isn't bad.
And there's no monthly reoccurring fee.
That's always good.
For the full game?
Yeah, but apparently in the future there's going to be a shit ton of microtransactions.
Eh. I'm fine with cosmetic microtransactions. I don't really
Cosmetic microtransactions are all, it's kind of like how Sea of Thieves is. They have microtransactions in Sea of Thieves, but you can only buy cosmetics with that shit. Or like pets.
I think this is going to be game affecting as to boost you to the end level.
Doesn't mean you know how to play the game. So you're still
Exactly.
gonna get murdered.
I think
Get
it's just
boosted to the end of the game to just die repeatedly.
that's another thing.
I speed ran the game.
Like I can make a full fucking podcast on just New World and Amazon's shitty features that they're going to add with microtransactions. I'm not going to do that. There will be microtransactions. They will affect gameplay, but I don't think they're going to affect in-content gameplay, as far as I know. So that's going to happen. But overall, New World, just for proximity chat, could be super fucking fun. I think I might get it. I'm not sure. But definitely going to, if they do come out with that open beta, I'm definitely going to be doing the open beta. That's going to be super fun. Another game that I really want to go over, this is a big one for anyone who plays PlayStation games. Horizon Forbidden West.
Yeah. That's exclusive,
yeah.
isn't it? That's exclusive PlayStation.
Yes. Yeah. Actually, Horizon Zero Dawn came to PC a few months ago, but the port was terrible. They finally came up. They're coming up with updates still. But
yeah.
So what Guerrilla did is they announced a 60 FPS update to PlayStation console and a PS5 update to PlayStation console Horizon Forbidden Dawn, right? Or Horizon Zero Dawn. Sorry, got the names mixed.
Forbidden Dawn.
Forbidden Dawn. I mean, that sounds pretty fucking dope.
Cool.
that
sounds like
pretty dope.
a really nice DLC.
Yeah, right. But they announced PS5 upgrade basically to Horizon Zero Dawn. They're delaying Horizon Forbidden West to February, and honestly, this game is very highly anticipated. It's one of the most of the times when I play a game, I like to play male characters because I like to feature myself in the game. Hence, why Ronald's kind of looks like me, except for the beard and the long hair. I have short hair, so I like my characters to kind of feature myself, and look like me. But I love Horizon Forbidden. Almost said Forbidden Dawn again. Horizon Zero Dawn. I like the character. I like the world. I like the story. The monsters are intriguing. What other game can you fight a mechanical T-fucking Rex?
Your
Exactly. Exactly. Oh, he said my mom.
He
Anyway.
said your mom. Got him.
Thank you. But honestly, the game looks amazing.
He's joking her.
Oh my god. Anyway,
a respectable human being.
Respectable. But it looks so good because it looks like they're adding new monsters. The environment's completely different. The character has obviously grown a little bit and is more badass than originally, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it seems like there's already a lot of development. They haven't really promised anything other than a new storyline and a few new unique monsters and everything. But from what I've seen between the gameplay and the trailers and everything, it looks really phenomenal. It looks super phenomenal. I can't wait for this game. It's going to be absolutely amazing, especially on a PS5. If you have a PS4, I'm sure it's going to run fine and it's going to be really good. But the PS5 edition looks beautiful.
Oh yeah.
I cannot wait for that. It's going to be so good.
I'm Very much anticipating this. You said they're just doing it for PlayStation, right? They're not going to port it over to PC immediately?
I don't think it's going to be immediate port, but I do believe since they did do it with Zero Dawn, they will eventually get it over to PC. So.
Okay.
I do believe they will get it. I think I saw a trailer for a game that 9. I think you'll like. I'm definitely going to play it when it comes out. No, Wayland. You might like it. It's called Replaced. It's an Xbox game. It's
Oh.
I don't have an Xbox,
really good.
sir.
It's PC Xbox.
I was gonna say, like, I don't have an Xbox.
You gotta realize Microsoft Windows.
Yeah.
But yeah, this game looks
that's an easy fix, 9.
Pretty
just buy
phenomenal.
an Xbox.
Yeah, just buy it.
Yes, with my infinite amount of money.
Yeah, your $3,000.
Go spend $3,000 on a Series X, and then use it solely to float ping pong balls above it.
Oh yeah.
You can float ping pong balls above it.
Yeah, did you not see that? With the,
I have
when the
not.
Series
No.
X came out? Now, when the Series X came out, people put like a ping pong. You could float a ping pong ball right above it because its exhaust is right above it.
Yep, it's so cool, dude. It's literally one of the best parts about the Xbox Series X.
Yeah. Which honestly, with how similar they are, the Series X and the PS5 were. The PS5 actually was better received than the Series X. It's kind of disappointing, me being the
PS5 is
the
fucking
Bucks.
giant. It's
that
fucking
is yeah,
giant.
it is massive though.
Oh, apparently
Speaking of next gen consoles, have you guys seen the Steam Deck?
Oh yeah, everyone's seen the Steam Deck. If you haven't seen Steam Deck, you need to look it up. Actually, I'll look it up right here. I'm not sure. Actually, no. We'll open a new tab. What the fuck just happened?
The Steam Deck is pretty much just a handheld. It's a handheld laptop.
Let's see. Steam Deck. So it's basically a Nintendo Switch, but for PC games, and runs off the Steam OS. There's Steam Deck right there.
With the actual size of it, it is literally like having a miniature laptop. In your hands.
My only issue with it is the price changes due to the amount of gigs you get. So 64 gigs, right? See how it says 64 gigs, $400?
Yep.
Okay, so if you look on the main screen, we'll get to it, it'll turn around. Look on the main screen, here, you'll see Doom's the second game listed. It could not hold Doom. So, literally, just to play Doom, you'd have to get the $530 one.
Doom Eternal, to be more accurate.
Yeah,
you
Doom
can play
Eternal,
most
Doom
of the
Eternal,
older
my bad.
games on it.
I was thinking we were talking about the original Doom.
No. Well, I mean, one thing you also have to consider, it has USB import, doesn't it?
I'm actually unsure.
I'm pretty sure it does have USB imports on it, which, with that kept in mind, you could just easily...
External hard drive?
For an external hard drive on it, with, how
I don't see any
3D
USB
printing is
ports.
nowadays.
Unless they're on the bottom.
I think they're on the bottom. Yeah. I don't know. Let me see if I can pull up, more pictures of this.
Oh, yep. So you have, let's see, it looks like an audio jack, and optics, HDMI. That looks like a charging port.
Yeah, that's a US. Okay, so you've got an audio jack, you've got an HDMI, you've got an HDMI.
That's SD card. It looks like
USB-C, 3.
3 USBs.
Is that, 3 USBs.
And that looks like an SD card.
Is that an SD card?
Steam Deck connecting to external displays, wired network, USB peripherals, and power. You also can use USB-C hub if you got one lying around. The official dock will be sold separately. For more information soon. That's just the dock, though, apparently.
Yeah. Oh, that's the dock? Okay, I mean, that's not that bad.
Yeah, this is the dock.
Okay, so all those come on the dock itself.
Yes.
Okay, that's not... I mean, that's kind of expected, but not bad. Steam Deck.
I mean, Steam Deck still looks pretty fucking phenomenal.
Yeah, I want to see if I can pull up some pictures of that. So, I'm pretty sure it has at least one. Yeah.
Well, I'm looking at the screen of it right now, where it pans around everything but the very bottom. I'm not seeing a USB
Maybe not. That might be where they're going to try to recuperate some of their, good bit of money on that is by selling that dock as a separate entity.
Yeah, probably. Most likely. But yeah, Steam Deck. It's definitely going to be a good thing. It's coming out, from what I saw, it said Q2 of 2022. So that means anywhere between what, like March and
like August.
Yeah. I think it's March through June.
Something like that. But I mean, if you're buying this thing, you're probably not buying it just for. You're probably not getting the $400 version, first of all.
Yeah.
Like
I mean,
most people that
some
this is
people will
marketed
get
towards
the
are probably
400.
going to get the. And maybe if you're like me and you don't own a lot of games that don't take up a lot of space.
Well, I'm just saying that $400 one, even the $500 one, can't even hold one Call of Duty. One of the new Call of Duties.
I would not attempt to play a Call of Duty on that. First of all, that's like playing a Call of Duty.
If there's
on
a Call of Duty
regular
with a solo
Windows
campaign,
laptop,
then maybe, right?
Maybe. But that's like, playing a Call of Duty on a freaking, regular ass Windows laptop. It's not designed. This is from the way it looks like this is marketed, it's more for single player games only that are, smaller. Like, for instance, All Out 4, All Out New Vegas, The Binding of Isaac, stuff like that.
Yeah, I can
Don't
see
Starve,
that. Hades,
like that.
things like that.
Yeah.
I did see Doom, but of course, like I said, the $500 one, or yeah, 400 was it for $400 one couldn't hold it. You'd have to get the 500, but yeah.
Yeah. Well, gents, I think I am going to bounce out of here for this podcast.
Well, hold up. One more thing before you do bounce. Valheim.
Yes, I do want to talk about that. The Hearth and Home release finally coming out.
Hearth and Home is being released September 16th if you don't have Valheim. It's a $20 game. It's open world hardcore survival. Very fun. I actually have a video that's going to be uploaded today about it, literally right after this podcast.
Hopefully.
No. It is. I literally edited it 3 fucking times. It's fucked up now. Fuck it. I don't care. All right. But it's an amazing game. So what Hearth and Home's going to add it. Yes, I had to edit it 3 times. All right. Fuck you. All right. So what Hearth and Home's going to add? It's going to add more decorations, a change to the food system, a change to the stamina system, and a change to. There was one more change. I'm forgetting what it is right now. But it's adding quite a few changes. There's going to be new items, new ways to cook foods. There's going to be a lot of new stuff. My favorite is decor. I love decorating. I love house building. It's going to be amazing.
Well, let's see. Valheim's not even technically considered the full game release.
It's not. It's not full game. It's early access right now. So there's going to be 4 waves of patches.
And with how much content you have with just the early access and how they're starting to add
$20, mind you,
gameplay to it. Yeah, for $20 for the early access. Not bad. I'm just hoping that, you don't have to rebuy the game once they full release.
No. It's already been said. If you ever read the early release thing, you don't have to.
Yeah.
Yeah. So once you bought it once, you own that shit. But yeah.
Gents, with that, I am a bounce out of here. All
right. I'm gonna finish the Valheim trailer. And 9, do you have anything you want to talk about?
There's a vacuum going on.
Okay.
Vacuums, man. All right. Talk to you, gents, later.
Ooh, have you seen the trailer, Cody?
Yes, looks godly.
Oh my god, it actually looks pretty badass.
Looks baller.
Oh my.
All right, peace out, gents.
All right, peace. So yeah, Valheim is definitely looking to be shaping up to a really good game. Right now it's $20. They said the price is going to go up when the game officially releases, but if you buy it now, you'll have it forever, even when the game fully releases. So from the looks of Hearth and Home, though, it looks so good. It looks so good. Finish out this trailer real quick. I love when you kill Motor in this trailer. The blood, the look of the main character's face. It's so good, dude. Motor's eyes. Look at all that food. I saw pies there and everything. They all start partying. Dude, this is amazing. I'd say Valheim's probably one of the most anticipated games I have for full release. And it's made by such a small studio of originally 5 people. Now it's 8 people by, like, what, Coffee Stain? Iron Gate? Yeah, Coffee something. Yeah, Coffee Stain. Such a small group of people, and I'm so happy that they released the game, and it's such good content. $20, by the way. If you haven't got it, I do suggest it. 9 has a vacuum going on, so I don't believe I don't believe he's really going to add too terribly much. At the moment. Okay, you quit with the vacuum. But without further ado, everyone, I think this is where we're going to call the podcast. It was about an hour long. Thank you all so very much for watching. Make sure to follow me here on Twitch at Ronald's TV. That's Ronald's TV with a Z after the Ronald instead of an S. And Ronald, subscribe to the channel. Make sure to join the Discord. The links for all of those will be in the description below if you're watching on YouTube. Yeah, so make sure to do all that. Hope you all really did enjoy. I really do enjoy making these podcasts. Seems a lot of people really do enjoy it. I plan to do some more content like this. We'll have another episode coming out next week. Hopefully we'll have Chris in here, but if we don't, that's fine. Overall, going to be the end though. And have a pleasant day, night, evening, whatever it is. Peace.